Welcome back to Voices of Courage, an NBC6 News special presentation.
If I have enough citizens tell me that they need to see change, then that's indication to me that there needs to be change.
Shreveport Police Chief Ben Raymond is speaking about how the death of George Floyd is sparking direct policy changes within the department. And police reform is nothing new to Shreveport's mayor.
That's right. Mayor Adrian Perkins says he was in Ferguson, Missouri and Baton Rouge following police-involved shootings there. NBC6's Markel Sinet shares how the city is responding to calls for change.
During a phone interview, Mayor Perkins explained already this week the Shreveport Police Department held implicit bias training. The goal is to improve de-escalation tactics and mental health measures. An executive order banning chokeholds also went into effect last week. He believes the ban will prevent situations like what happened in Minneapolis with George Floyd.
But when you hear the people, all the people in Shreveport calling for change, that's what really prompted us to start a website so that we could track the progress that we were making and keep our citizens abreast and let them know, hey, that we're making progress here, but we need to push further on other fronts.
The city launched the We Hear You Shreveport website to serve as an accountability measure for any police reform. It will track progress, include policy changes, executive orders, and documents. There's also a status bar for each initiative.
A lot of people want a lot of things right now, and local government can only do so much. So when I'm telling people, hey, we can do this together, I'm not just saying that rhetorically. It really takes all of us, local government and the people of Shreveport.
People from the community have been added to the conversation with the Race Commission. The group will review the police department along with training and make recommendations to the mayor and police chief.
We're going to go as far as the people want us to go, but there's also, if we want a more comprehensive change, but not just police reform, but criminal justice reform and all the other things that we're hearing at these protests, then we're going to have to talk to other government entities as well and hold them accountable as well.
Markel also sat down with Police Chief Ben Raymond, sharing the latest developments within his department.
I've heard a lot of call for people. They want to see in our policy that you cannot put a chokehold or a stranglehold or in any way restrict airflow to a person you're trying to arrest. So we're going to put that specific verbiage in our use of force policy. Now, I think that's one perfect example of us listening to the citizens.
Officers can also expect mental health training specifically related to the death of Tommy McLaughlin. They'll learn how to recognize the symptoms and respond appropriately to excited delirium. Defensive tactics will also be addressed, focusing on what not to do.
So I can't just show you a defensive tactics move, 4 hours a year and expect you to be proficient. And so we just need to make sure officers completely understand the defensive tactics, completely understand these techniques are being taught so that they're not conducted improperly.
Raymond wants to continue the conversations by adding a unique approach to town hall meetings.
It's difficult to talk about local issues because there are so many laws and policies and procedures that prevent you from talking about them when they're current. Let's talk about national issues. So let's talk about George Floyd.
Up next, with so many instances of black men dying at the hands of police officers, there are concerns black fathers have when raising their sons. We hear from the Today Show's Al Roker.
And it's a concern for our NBC6 News director. Here are his thoughts.
I can't speak for this other black male, but I do know one thing. I think I can speak for all of us. We want to go home at the end of the day. We want to hug and kiss the people that we love at the end of the day. Seeing the images that we've seen far too often, it breaks my heart. And then having to explain that stuff to my son and my daughter and my wife, we talk about the stuff laying in the bed before you go to bed. That stuff is heavy, man. It's heavy.